Alrighty, we are about to get into the first of the concepts for Afterglow, and based on this mood teaser, it is so much like darker and edgier than I was definitely expecting. When I first looked at it, it immediately reminded me of like a whole blend of mess concept, end concept, and sheer concept, all from Minisode 2. So for like the makeup inspiration, I was just gonna go for like a sort of sunset kind of look, but then looking at that mood teaser and how much more like darker and edgier it's meant to be, I'm like, oh, okay, so did my best to incorporate said vibes. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I have no idea how long the website is gonna take to update, so I'm just gonna start on Twitter and then see what extras maybe on Weverse. And then hopefully by the time I've looked at all the photos on both sites, the website will be updated and then we can explore the website. If I have any predictions for styling, I don't know, maybe something that has like a very like glowing effect, literally because of like glow and afterglow. You know, some kind of like effective. They've been really basking in the sunlight, something like that. I just realized that I did not introduce my name. I'm Sean. Let's get into afterglow concept. Oh, there is a group shot. Ooh, wow, I'm surprised there's a group shot actually. That is not at all. No, I guess I'll be sharing it through my iPad instead. Okay. Wow, holy crap. Okay, but like, why did they. This isn't styling. At least the actual photos are the correct concept for the night, but. Man, it's so. Like. Mars-esque. That's what my brain is trying to think of. Like, wow, I'm so surprised that we have a group photo. I was so not expecting that. Oh, and Kai is in a tank top. Of course he is. Okay. Let's get in depth with this. So yeah, the red sky, as far as the Star Seekers goes, is very much like the Doom's Night thing, because like, what is it, in Eternally and a little bit of Frost and Vase, you see red sky implying, you know, the Doom's Night and when the dragon comes, so there is that aspect. But I also think that the strong red is um, obviously because of like an intense sun glow. Interesting that Bumpy's got an eye patch. Wow, he looks so cool. Wow, this one's really, really, really cool. Is he sitting something or kneeling? I think he's kneeling. It's ironic how there's like clearly water right there, and yet they look parched AF. They need hydration. Oh, this one's really cool. I finally see a bit more of this set too. It's very like barren terrain, which again is ironic because there's literally water there, but honestly the concept is clearly just that they've been in the sun way too long. Run for your life? Not ominous at all. Oh, the makeup is so interesting. It reminds me of a couple of years ago that wet makeup trend that was going on. Classic Yeonjun pose here, nice. Run for your life, 76. I don't know if that's meant to have any kind of relevance or what, but I can definitely tell it's like a studio built up set because like the sky back there is, you can tell that it's like flat, but obviously it still looks really, really, really gorgeous. This one's nice. Actually, I'm now realizing like the set designing and like they're posing like the atmosphere is the exact opposite of both world concept and savior concept. Parallels really strongly. Is that like the remnants of like a bra scar that's just growing out? Maybe. Why does he have the eye patch? It's interesting because, you know, Kai has always been infamously known to be the eye patch wearer, so why does Bongyu have the eye patch? And like, as far as like any Star Seekers ties, all I can think of is the kind of, well, it's technically confirmed more so in the webtoon that they can exchange powers temporarily with shared consent, so I don't know, maybe it's like a nod to Bongyu slash Vicken temporarily using Taho's magic eye power because it is the left eye that's showing. Otherwise, I don't know. And if there is no like Star Seekers nod to it, it's just for styling, then it looks hella cool. Relax. You're relaxing at sunburnt. Is that a watch? Is that an actual like a regular watch that you put on your wrist that they fastened so tight that it became a ring? Interesting. Oh my god, they deleted them because they didn't. Seriously, who? I just want to know who accidentally put Starlight. You know what? I'm honestly just glad that they didn't accidentally post the Starlight concepts because that would have been even more of like an oh shit moment. And on like a purely minor detail level, it would have been annoying for my makeup's sake because, okay, now we're back. Gosh. Now I have to repost everything. It's too, apparently you can't edit captions in threads, which is annoying. I had to delete everything. Okay. Back to Taeyon's. And yeah, there is also like definitely a nod to like dystopian vibes, which is an interesting choice. I can't tell if that's meant to be dirt or freckles. I mean, they're a little too big to simulate freckles. But then again, freckles can be pretty big, so maybe it's just both. I don't know. Either way, it's a nice touch. Honestly, Taeyeon looks like he's been, like, boxing for survival. Like, you know, does dystopian boxing matches with random ass people for, like, money for survival. Why so slightly pitiful looking? I'm honestly surprised at how, like, kind of dystopian, like, very casually dystopian their styling is. Oh, this one's really cool. It's ironic to say cool, I know, but it's just the automatic word that comes to mind. Oh, wow. Okay, first things first, side profile is popping off. And also, like, a mixture of, like, that sweaty look from, like, being intensely sitting in the sun and, like, crying vibes? Not particularly sure what they would be crying about, but this is an absolutely gorgeous photo. Like, Kai's side profile is wow. I will never get over the way that they capture his face in concept photos. He too looks like he'd been boxing for survival. No, he only has one glove on. Oh, you know, I'm also reminded of the set design for what was it? Temptation era Weavers magazine concepts. Wow, okay. Twitter check. Let's see if there's anything new. Surprised I didn't put it on Weavers. Okay, let's try the website now. Wait, hang on. Afterglow is clickable. Whoa, okay, hello. Shit. Wow, like, I love it when he appears as like a full face side. Gives that intense stare. I love it. Sure, okay. Sure. I don't know what it is about this pose that is attacky, but it is. Wow, I love the extra glowing like right in the middle section of the photo here. That's really cinematic. Straight up wolf sleeping. Straight up wolf sleeping. Hang on, I gotta put that to the goose shit. Okay. Such a classic Subin pose here with the hand to his, like, you can see, but I swear my commentary needs to get better. Nice. This one's really, really cool. So yeah, the only part of their actual styling that's Even that glistening expedition I had is literally just like the makeup. I wonder if they used like gloss or something. Or I'm curious what they used to get the glossy makeup effect. Oh, he has the other glove. Look at Yunjin, he's wearing gloves. Kinda cute. What on earth are you holding? What? I'm gonna guess that's a branch. Oh, he's not holding anything. It's just the way he's leaning. Straight up like he was holding something. It's a very dramatic lean pose. Nice. Another one of the classic Yunjin poses here. Nice. Okay. Bongyu. Now, why he look like he's about to cry there? Seriously? Oh my gosh. This immediately reminds me of a pose you did in Melancholy Concept. Man, this concept is so fascinating. And you know, for it being called Afterglow, you'd seriously expect it to be a lot more like gentle, but it's like not at all a gentle concept. It's like very rough and sunburnt, and wow, this is gorgeous. And like, they finally found a literal watery oasis in the middle of a damn desert. Oh, I love the framing of that. He's like dead in the center. The sun is like almost giving a halo effect. That's really cool. I love symmetry images like that. Station. Oh, this concept is so cool. Just so like I'm getting sick of using the word cool. It's so hot. Literally. Ugh. Love this side profile image of Kai. I swear they made it so that his makeup is that he's the one that's actually like crying, and I'm like, really don't get why. Although, to be fair, if you would stare at the sun too long, then your eyes would get extremely watery and you'd end up crying anyway, so maybe it's simply just simulating that. Maybe. And he's also kneeling, of course he is. Just clicked in my mind that they're also appealing like this desperation, longing, yearning blend of emotions. Desperately wanting water. I'm really loving this one glove thing between Yonjin. It's really cool. Classic over the shoulder. Yes, water, drink. Okay, but like he looks crazy buff in this photo, and I am not okay. He literally has a similar poster in one of his photos. Oh my gosh, these two. I'm still so surprised that we have group photos for Afterglow. And now I'm freaking remembering that makes total sense because the album is literally called Together. In my defense, I've always been so used to the fourth bonus concept to only be individual photos, okay? Silhouette shot, yes! Ooh. I fucking love silhouette shots. Oh, director, whoever's idea it was to include a silhouette shot, especially for the group shots. Thank you. Gorgeous. Wow, oh my god. I swear this is the fastest I've ever gotten through photos. So let's see, the inscription is, our scars shine like the stars in the afterglow of our promise, and with your hand in mine, our world begins to glow. Wow, that's so pretty. I guess in effect that's meant to be like the conceptual message of Afterglow. Our scars shine like the stars in the afterglow of our promise, and with your hand in mine, our world begins to glow. Awake, captivated by your voice, I was fading and forgotten until your magic brought me back to life. Etched, golden runes engraved upon my heart, our eternal memories of each other cast a spell into the world each time I call your name. Under the soft starlight of our strange yet beautiful bond, we're shaping a destiny together, just as we are. Who comes up with this? Like, just so goddamn beautiful. It's odd how it's like kind of serene feeling, yet their styling is like, it's rough, it's dirty, it's like they've been through shit, like they've been fighting for survival, and the weather has literally been roughing up their clothing. I really do hope that, I mean, he probably will, but I do hope in the behind the scenes for this, he does explain why he has an eye patch, because while any guess could be the correct one, whatever he ends up kind of stating is like the concept of it, it's kind of like becomes canon. Right, yeah. Mad Max. I've got group chat open on my iPad. Yeah, Mad Max. Oh my god, how did I not think of that? And actually there's a little bit of light concept in here too. Because of like obviously the sun, like the heavy sun things. Honestly, I feel like Talon's styling is like the most casual. I mean, like if you threw all of his clothes in the washing machine, it's literally what he would wear just in general. So badass and roughed up, but so gorgeous at the same time. Actually, the styling is kind of like the scars, and the setting is like the beauty of the scars. Fascinating and gorgeous concept. Yeah, okay, so that's the photos, and then tomorrow night we get in the concept clip, which I honestly don't really expect anything too dramatic to happen, because every time I do expect anything dramatic to happen in the concept clips, it never ends up going that way. Just curious for like the background music that'll be used. I think my favorite styling of each of the members, Subin's, Taeyong's, and Kai's. But honestly, like I think if I like looked at full images, like full body images of each of their outfits, I'd also just like pick different pieces from like all of their outfits to kind of like rebuild my favorite outfit altogether. Alrighty, I shall wrap up the photo section of this reaction here. If you guys have enjoyed, I will see you guys tomorrow night for when the concept clip drops. And then obviously I'll be wrapping up the reaction to Afterglow. And then we get into the next one being Awake, right? Or Starlight. Shoot. I think Starlight's next. Anyway, so yes. See ya in a sec. Alrighty, let's get into the concept clip for Afterglow concept. Well, just over a minute. Alright, let's go. Honestly, I was not expecting a cinematic orchestral sound. It's beautiful though. Ooh. Okay, I love in the background music. So emotional. Whoa. That was so much more like dramatic and cinematic than I was expecting. Holy shit. That music was absolutely gorgeous. Like, whoa. So, visually, it's quite literally what I was actually expecting it to be. Like, I wasn't expecting anything too dramatic of them to be doing anything. They were literally just doing like the motion version of the photos, which is very to be expected, but wow, that was an absolutely gorgeous concept clip. Like, that concept clip, I feel like has been the most impactful music-wise they've had in a long time. Honestly, I can't actually really recall which last concept clip had such like powerful emotional background music, but I'm sure there was one. But wow, I'm like so taken aback by the music. Interesting that there was some clips with a like home video filter styling. Yeah, so that was Afterglow concept clip, like absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, so that now wraps up the reaction for Afterglow concept. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, like it button below. Comment below what you thought of the concept, if it was something along the lines of what you were expecting or not at all, or what you thought of like the music for the concept clip. And if there's anything else that you want to comment below, go right ahead. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next reaction for Starlight concept. 안녕, 사랑해.